Hey, my name is Taylor Daltrey with the AquariumGuide.com, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Nano 10 External Canister Filter from ZooMed. Today's going to be an unboxing, but we're also planning on doing some filter tests with an actual tank and some common setups and substrates and things like that, just to put it through its paces and really figure out just how good this filter is. But for now, let's get to the unboxing. So like I said, we're going to be looking at the Nano 10 External Canister Filter from ZooMed today. Now this is advertised for aquariums up to 10 gallons, but if you take a look at the gallons per hour, I don't know if you guys can see it on the video, it says 79. So that means if you're going to want to get 10 times your filters or your tank size per hour in filtration, you're going to be looking at around an 8-gallon tank, being the largest tank you could use with this. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at what is in the box. So first we have the ceramic filter media, the biological media, and these are ceramic filter rings. They can be really useful for your tank for controlling certain parameters if it has enough surface area, but we'll get into this further in the review. But this actually isn't the most efficient because they're mostly smooth filter rings. You can look at K2 filter media or some other types for some really efficient and some really good quality ceramic media if you'd like. But saying that, it's nice that it's included because some filters don't include this by default. Some filters don't include any media at all when you purchase the filter itself. So it's nice that it's included. Next up we have the carbon media. Now carbon is really useful for removing medicine from water or from removing various other chemicals from your water. But as far as polishing your water and getting it super clear like it's advertised, you'll probably find that filter floss is better and it's cheaper at that task. But still, carbon does have its uses, so it's nice that it's in a bag, that it doesn't get all over your stuff, and it's nice that it's included. Next we have the tubing and the spray bar there, but we'll get to that in a second. It's just a regular tubing, nothing really special about it. That's about how thick it is. I don't know if you can see it on the video. But it's pretty short. I can't imagine you're going to be using this for much else besides this filter. It's somewhat short, but since this is a nano tank filter, I can kind of forgive them for that. So yeah, that's the tubing. Next we have just your run-of-the-mill connectors, valves, some different outputs and your input cover, things like that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Next we have the intake or the uptake tube. Nothing much to say about that. It's a pretty stiff plastic bar. Good quality, but I wouldn't say anything to write home about. Next we have the spray bar. Now I particularly liked that this included a spray bar. Some nano filters that I've had don't include this. And this is almost always going to be needed on a nano tank because you don't want to kill your fish with the tons of flow you might be having. So yeah, that's the spray bar. Next we have the tank itself. Now to give you an idea of how big this tank is, this ruler is around 7.25 inches tall, or roughly 18.5 centimeters, 18.4 centimeters if my math is right. So that's about how big it is. So initial thoughts about the Nano 10 External Canister Filter from ZooMed. It is small, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for a nano tank filter. However, I am initially concerned about the flow rate, the power of the filter. I've read about this filter being weak somewhat, especially on larger tanks where you need to circulate more water. So we'll definitely be testing whether there are dead spots in a larger tank for this size. That'll be in the review and testing portion as well. It is nice that it came with ceramic and carbon media. I'd like to see some better ceramic media, something with more surface area. K2 would be ideal or something along those lines. That would be fantastic. But just something in general that's better than smooth ceramic rings. Nice that it includes carbon media. I'd like to see some filter floss instead if this is meant for polishing the water, which it probably is. This is great for removing chemicals and medicine from the water, like I said earlier, but for polishing the water, which is what most of these kits are going to include carbon for, I'd like to see some filter floss instead. So that's about it for the Nano 10 External Canister Filter unboxing, we'll definitely be putting this filter through its paces in the review and testing portion, including sticking it in a tank and figuring out just how good it is. But for now, thanks for watching. Like us on Facebook. Check us out at theaquariumguide.com for more information about aquascaping and planted tanks. Thanks for watching.